Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. I am shocked. I am surprised. I am flabbergasted. I can't believe it. The grandfather of the kid who was killed by the Cincinnati PD because he was in a stolen vehicle, he pulled a gun, and then his father went and ran down a retired police officer who was working traffic detail for a graduation who had absolutely nothing to do with the shooting of his son. So the family had a press conference. I know what you're thinking. We are going to see a bunch of black folks standing there, mostly women. If you look, whenever you have these high-profile shootings where unarmed black men, all this bullshit, right? Whenever you have one of these high-profile shootings and the family inevitably has a press conference, you see the same shit. It's a bunch of black women out there, some kids, maybe a few men here and there, but it's mostly women and children. Why? Because the men are dead or in fucking prison. So that's why you see a few guys here and there, mostly women and kids. So that's what you're expecting to see. You're expecting to see the mom get up there because the dad's never there. You're expecting the mom to get up there with the grandma and talk about what a good kid he was, and his smile lit up the room and blah, 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 right? Well, here's a curveball for you. So in this press conference, yes, the mom was there. She had her hair to the side and some ghetto-ass tattoos and a weave. Yeah, and then her mom is up there with no bottom teeth talking about black folks are scared of the police. It's our culture. And we're worried. We're scared, right? So I'm like, man, this is just another bullshit cookie cutter. He ain't do nothing press conference. Well, that's until Grandpa got on the mic. The father of the father who ran down the cop. So the kid who got shot by the police, his grandfather got on the mic at the press conference. So I'm like, here we go. And I'll put a link in the description box to this video so you can see it. It's quite refreshing. So the grandfather gets up there and I'm thinking, here we go, a bunch of fucking, my grandson and these white cops. Well, that old man got up there and said, I'm praying for the officers' families. My grandson was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. And when I saw the body cam footage, he said, I saw two scared people. I saw my grandson was scared, and I saw an officer who was scared. And neither one of them wanted to be there. And he said, I pray for that officer's family and the officer himself. It was a tragic situation that should have never happened. Raggy? What? Accountability? That usually has no place in these cases. Accountability, you're not invited. The bouncer's at the door, and they told him, hey, if you see accountability trying to get in here, you kick him out. No accountability. But that grandfather brought some. And that's just common sense. These officers don't want to get in these shootings. They're not out here hunting black people. No matter what LeBronica James tells you, there aren't a bunch of Elmer Fudd cops out here with orange hunting vests on looking for people that look like me. And what he said should be said in all these situations. I feel for the officer. And of course, he's praying for his own family. They lost two people. His grandson's in the ground, and his son is about to be in prison for the rest of his life. And that's how it should be. Take accountability. That kid was fucking up. Why do you got a gun and you're inside of a fucking stolen vehicle and then you pull it on the cops? Duh. That's what's going to happen. But I think that went a long way to diffuse anything that potentially could have happened from this. If you have somebody from that family, from that camp saying, look, this was a tragedy, it shouldn't have happened. My grandson was in the wrong. I don't blame the cop. Holy shit. Look what happens when there's a male presence there. Because like I said before, there's usually a bunch of women. Somebody's wrapped up in a fucking blanket wearing Cookie Monster pajama pants. And they're up there talking about how wrong it was and my baby and all this shit. No wedding ring in sight. But watch this video. I expected one thing, and I got that one thing in the beginning. But as is with most things, it's all in how you end. Not how you start, it's how you end. And it ended well. Kudos to this grandfather that he was man enough, had enough common sense to go up there and say, hey, here are the facts. It's unfortunate. Meet me in the comments. What do you think? Should we see more of this behavior from people in these situations? And I think this is more powerful than anything. Instead of getting up there talking about, oh, we need to do this and fuck the cops, he's saying, look, he was wrong, period. That can potentially diffuse a lot of these out of control BLM riot, Molotov cocktail situations. Talk to me, Goose. Meet me in the comments. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.